All right, we welcome everybody into today's game, and right off the gate, I'm just going to say their internet here is not very good at all. Our stream is likely going to be freezing quite a bit, as the internet is really not that good. But anyways, we welcome you in here to Tim Horton's Iceplex for today's presentation of youth hockey. It is the Lysander Lightning and the Rochester Aces 9U. Lysander took on Rochester yesterday and fell 6-3. It was their 10U team, however. And we're going to get right into today's pre-game rundown. So let's see what we are going to talk about today. Starting off, Lysander wanting to bounce back from their loss yesterday. It was a 6-3 tough battle. Well, however, they fell 6-3 to the 10U Aces. And Rochester 9U also seeking their first win of the tournament, 0-2 so far. You'll get more details on that later. And finally, Lysander hoping for some increased production after a 3-goal performance yesterday was not enough to get the job done against the 10U Aces. Now heading back to live game. And we will hang on for a second. Sorry about that, everybody. The internet here is being not very good. And that's going to be a issue today, regardless of what we tried to do. Let's have a look at the games that happened on Friday. So starting off, Bethlehem took on this same Aces team that Lysander is facing at the moment. And Bethlehem with a 5-0 victory. Rochester 10U with a 6-3 win over Lysander. The Armstrong Arrows with a 4-2 win over Rochester 9U, which is a team that is playing today. And Bethlehem with a 5-0 loss to Rochester 10U. With that, we are ready to get into this game. There's going to be a wild one likely here today here at Lysander. Have a look at our effects on each side and hang on for a second. Alright, I'm back. We are just about ready to get going here. I put that on top of the scoreboard. Poor internet, so it'll be a low quality stream. Unfortunately, there's really not much we can do about that. I'll stop talking about it. But with that, we are just ready to get started. Lysander in the blue, Rochester in the white. Lysander looking to come off a 6-3 loss yesterday. Teams are just about ready, so we will get the face-off here. And it is won by the Aces. Rochester will try to play this one back as Lysander will try to carry this in the offensive zone. Baker had an attempt on that pass up to the point. Looking box shot got blocked, and it'll come out of the zone, or it's picked up by the Lightning. Turned around by DeBono. DeBono will move it up the ice, and she'll dump this deep into the zone. It makes its way around where it's picked up by the Aces defender. Pass comes up to the point, and here come the Aces out the other way, trying to develop a 2-on-1, could not get it. And Rochester will try to pick this up again. Here come the Aces in the offensive zone. Try to cut to middle. Good defense there by Spino. It's thrown into the zone, but it is offsides. Face off won by the Aces. No, try to carry this in the offensive zone. And this will be dumped in. It's carried up the other way. I'm sorry, I'm trying to... There we go. All right, anyways, it's carried up into the Ace's zone, passed over, or picked up by Bona, who mishandles it, and it'll be brought out the other way. Rochester trying to walk in, and they'll cut through, and it's a breakaway trying to develop, got tangled up, penalty upcoming, and the first power play of the game will go to the Aces. This is picked up by Hebron. The whistle will blow, and the sentence will be given out. It'll be... So immediately I'm going to make a correction here. It was not Christian Navona who had that pass there. It was Cole Hawthorne. Hawthorne will go to the box. It is for a trip. And wow, 1 minute 30 penalties here. That's fair. I'm not used to seeing 130 for square. Anyways, this comes up to the point. Fired in, and the shot goes across the crease and goes wide. And that pass will make it out of the zone. Aces try to regain possession. This is thrown up and intercepted by Bona. A pass intended for Skelett just got a little bit away from him, and the Aces try to carry this in. This goes off the boards, held in by the Aces. They'll try to battle for this, and it's hit up. Continuing to battle for this. This gets sent down. Bona picks it up, and he'll skate around with it. Bona makes the pass up. It's just out of reach of Heffron, and it'll make its way all the way down for an icing. 11:10 remaining. And I'm really disappointed about the video quality. You guys do not know how long I was up yesterday with trying to get phase 1 of the graphic revamp done. And I'm very disappointed that it's going to look like this, but what can you do? This whole tournament, I guess, will be a low quality for you guys. I'll stop talking about it now. Anyways, the Bona behind her own net. This is a good opportunity to go to this camera. It gets chipped up the wall, and looking back on it, and a collision there on the wall. It goes back down low. Walking in, the Aces shot goes off of De Buono's hand, and she'll take this one around her net, chip it around the Aces forward, and it is picked up here by Skelett. Skelett makes the pass to the middle to Spino. Spino try to carry this in. Spino cutting to the middle, lost control of it, and it'll get dumped deep in. Now Spino centering pass to the middle. The shot got blocked on its way in, and it's taken out. Final 5 seconds of the penalty, but now the Aces trying to carry this into an offensive opportunity, which will not develop. Rochester now from the outside, still no shots on goal. This pass comes up to the point. Opportunity for Rochester trying to cut to the middle. They'll get the access. Shot comes in, and it goes across the crease and wide. High energy game so far. And now this got played down. It was poked away by De Buono. Now at the point, Aces will send this one back in. Luckenbach picks this up behind her net. Luckenbach. I don't know if I said Luckenbach or Luckenbach. Anyways, it's picked up by Spino, and he'll walk in the offensive zone. Spino from the outside. His centering pass was blocked. It comes back up to the point. The shot comes in. It got blocked again. And so many blocks so far in this game. This is amazing. I've never seen so many blocks. Anyways, the Aces control this up. And that's quickly intercepted, where it will become an offside. So, with 9:30 left to play in the first, shots on goal still 0-0. This faceoff is won, picked up by Heffron, who tries to skate up. Heffron brought down, and Heffron will now bring this up into the offensive zone. From the outside, he plays this on the boards, and it's worked around. Pass comes up, and they battle for this one on the wall. Bona will try to throw this in deep. Picked up by Heffron. Heffron walks in. Heffron from the outside. He'll shoot it. That one grazed the outside of the net, and it's picked up by Baker. Baker cuts around in the middle. Oh, and that poke shot gets away. Howard's shot hit the post. Heffron with the rebound. Net is off. Heffron with it again. None of those kind of shots on goal because they were all off to the side. The shot still remains 0-0. Anyways, Heffron with it now. Heffron makes a turn. Heffron, the centering pass got deflected. They still battle for it. The shot goes wide, and it'll be picked up by the Aces, who will try to clear the zone. But that's held in the first time, but it'll squeak out. And Boyle will fire this one right back in. Misplayed by the Aces defender. And so Lysander will try to set up another forecheck. Ace is trying to cut through the middle. They'll make it up. Rochester trying to bring this up into the neutral zone, and here comes Rochester walking in. They make a move, and a shot from the outside goes across the crease and wide. From the outside, it comes up, and here comes Baker. Baker walking up, and a battle for that. It was picked off. Baker again on the wall. Aces pick it up, and here comes Rochester into the offensive zone. They come from the outside, and that centering pass intercepted, and it'll be taken control of by Lysander. Here comes De Bono, who pushes up with it. It's dumped in now and played behind the net. Battle for this one on the wall. Baker, centering pass. Howard, shooting one, and that one went off the blocker and away. Puck comes up to the point now, and it will make its way out of the zone. De Bono fires this back in. Aces coach yelling for them to send it, trying to relieve this pressure. This gets fired back in, and now it's played behind the net. Rochester picks it up. They'll skate out the middle. Good move around Hawthorne by the Aces defender, or saw the Lysander forecheck coming and was able to adjust. Now Hawthorne will try to pick this up. Picked up by Spino. Spino walks in. Here's Rocco Spino from the outside. Spino, cuts back, looks for the point. Pass back to Spino. Spino walking in, uncontested. Make the pass up, nobody was home. And this one will come out of the zone. With about 6:45 left to play in the first period. Battle for this one on the wall. They'll continue to fight. Britt Anderson with it. This is dumped in, and this will get sent in deep to the Rochester zone. Lysander, the majority of pressure so far. Just one shot on goal. It's over it. Now a centering pass. The shot off the side of the net. Hawthorne behind the net. Hawthorne makes a move. His centering pass went off the side of the net, and it's picked up. Anderson tried a little slap shot play. It gets deflected up to the point now. And this will get dumped in by, it was either Boyle or Howard. I couldn't see the number. Anyways, it comes up to the point. They'll battle for it. Shot from Anderson. He missed the net wide. Now Hawthorne behind the net. Hawthorne will flip this out to the side, and it'll be picked up by Rochester, who try to clear it again. It gets lost in the skates, and Lysander continues to hold it in. Spino moving around from the outside. Spino cuts in. Centering pass made, and it's battle for. They'll clear this one up to the point, or Boyle will take control and dump it in. It's offside. Or was that Boyle? No, that's sure. Anyways. Face off at center. Face off comes around to the outside. It's won by Lysander. Bono will dump this in deep. Lysander on the forecheck. Heffron on this puck. He gets control of it. Heffron from the outside. Pass up to Boyle at the point. She'll dump it back in. This is controlled. Heffron on the battle for it. It comes around, and it's picked up. They'll continue to try to fight for it. This comes up to the point now. Bona shoots one in. It was a bouncer. That is stopped. The puck was loose, but the whistle blew. So the faceoff will come to the right of the Rochester goaltender. About 7 minutes going by here in the first period. Shots on goal 2-0 in favor of Lysander. Lysander has held the brunt of the possession so far in this game. Face off one. Pass up to the point. Worked at by Boyle. They'll continue to battle for it. It's picked up by Heffron. Heffron shoots it across the crease and wide. Bona at the point will dump it back in. Or a battle for it will engage. And Rochester tries to take control of this to get it out. It comes back. They can continue to control it. Heffron in possession now. He thinks about a wraparound, elects not to shoot, and the net gets knocked off. So 4:58 left to go here in the first period. Face-off will come to the left. Face-off one, looking back from the point. Her shot comes in right on net, and it's stopped and held. For Lysander's third shot on goal of this game. Face off won by Spino. They'll try to control this. It comes along, forced back into the zone where it's blown dead for offside. So face-off will be controlled right in front of the bench. It's one forward by Spino. Lysander trying to break into the offensive zone with it. This is dumped in deep. Picked up from the outside. They walk in. Shot goes wide. And it'll make its way back up. Rochester takes possession. Pass up to the point, mishandled. And it'll make its way out of the zone. That pass comes around. Spino on this one with Baker. Lysander trying to fight for it. It's picked up. The centering pass there, just out of reach. And Rochester will try to send this one down. It goes off of a couple of skates. Rochester tried to pick the pocket for a breakaway, but they weren't able to get it. Baker walks in. And Baker makes a couple of moves through. Eventually, too many aces are on him. But the backhander goes on that. Bunch of players fall over. Ice Monster is hungry today. And it is held by the Rochester goaltender with 3:53 left to play here in the first period. Face off to the left of the goaltender. It's one out. Anderson tried to control this off the face-off. Luckenbach picks this up and dumps it in. Heffron behind the net. Heffron, he'll center it. It gets deflected up, and it gets sent around. The net came off again. And it's picked up now by Rochester. Rochester going to try to get an opportunity going. Here come the Aces trying to break into the offensive zone, but the good stick by Luckenbach will end that attempt. This gets passed up to the point where it's grabbed by Heffron. Here comes Carson Heffron. And he'll walk in. Heffron will just send one in on that where it is held. My dad obviously not too pleased on camera with that one. Face-off will once again be to the left of the Rochester goaltender. Isaiah King is their goaltender. Hawthorne looked for the center. It went off the goalie's stick. That was the wrong camera angle. And it comes out. Shot comes in there. Save made by King. And it's saved. And it's held. Shots on goal here, 7-0 in favor of Lysander. Heffron on the draw. It's one to the outside, and it comes back up to the point. Doesn't get fired in, and an attempt at this was broken up. And here comes Rochester breaking out. And Rochester going to try to get a breakaway here, but Boyle got her stick on it, and it goes too far ahead of the Rochester forward. Bound for this on the wall. Anderson got tangled up with a Aces player. This is picked up by Hawthorne. Hawthorne's pass up to Heffron connects. Heffron will walk in. Heffron through one. It was poked away. This comes back to Vona. Vona now with 2 minutes left in the first period makes a move around. Makes another move. Makes a third move. Vona will pass it to Scalette. That's feedback for Vona. Did not make it, but instead it'll be picked up by Anderson, who shoots wide. Up at the point. Boyle tried to get a quick shot. That one was deflected wide. Anderson, back pass to the point. Vona's shot goes wide. Might have knocked down an Aces player in the process. It comes in. It's picked up by the Aces, who will try to skate this one out. Spino's shot gets blocked. Lysander here currently trying to get the first goal of this game. They've dominated play so far, still looking for that first goal. Anderson from the point fires it on, and it'll go wide. Bound for this on the boards. Comes back up to the point. Or it doesn't. It gets reversed the other way. Spino makes a move. He's somewhere near this camera. Spino, he's back in camera view. Spino around the net. Makes a move. Centering pass intercepted. Up to the point now for Owen. Pass made back. And here comes Vona in. Vona walks in. That one got blocked by the back of a Aces player. That was number 77, Nathaniel Wright. It's dumped back in now. Lysander continuing to try it. That shot there from Owen goes wide. Under a minute left to go here in the first period. This is broken up. And Vona will have to come back to get this one. Vona picks it up. He'll walk up into the offensive zone. Vona walking through. Vona gets to the middle, and it was eventually one too many aces on him. And a battle for this into the wall. Final 30 seconds will take off, and a penalty has been called. And this will be this will be on Cristiano Vona. So second power play of the game to the Aces. 0 for 1 so far, 0 shots. So with 30 seconds left here in the opening period. Oh, excuse me, it's early. Face-off is won by the Lightning, who immediately attempt to send it out. It comes in and goes wide. Battle for this on the side. The Buono picks it up with 20 seconds left, and she'll skate this one out. Battle for this on the wall. And this comes up. Rochester trying to set up with 10 seconds left in the period. However, this will be to no avail. Final 5 seconds will tick off. And that will do it for our first period of play here in Rochester. 0-0, shots on goal. That 3 is inaccurate. It's around 7 or 8 right now. But shots on goal, Lysander 7 and Rochester 0. So we will head to a brief break, and then we will be back. But before we do that, here's a look at our current tournament standings. You can see the 10U Rochester Aces currently on top. Armstrong Aces 1 spot below them. Bethlehem Eagles below that, and our 2 teams playing today, Lysander Lightning and Rochester Aces 9U, 4 and 5 respectively. You can see they're highlighted here on the label. So with that, we got about 15 seconds left, so I wasted a little too much time to go to the intermission screen, which is probably a good thing, because I would have to reset the penalties, and that would be a little difficult. Once again, I apologize for the stream quality being poor. It's what we have to do to make sure the whole thing doesn't break, since the internet is so bad here. Hopefully you can use my voice to get some sense of what's going on. Sometimes this is what it'll be like. Not really much we can do about it. But anyways, we are back here for the second period of play. A Lysander, or a minute and 1 second left to kill off this penalty. Face off at center ice. And here we go. It's won by, or actually it wasn't won by anyone. It was kind of tied up. It'll be dumped in by the Buono. And they will, Lysander will send someone in the forecheck. Heffron on it. And Heffron gets brought down. Shot from the side, it comes in, and Rochester will break it out. Rochester walking in, trying to get up, but the back check by Lysander prevails. The Buono, the pass up, picked up by Heffron, and here comes Heffron. Heffron makes the pass up to Howard. Comes off her stick, and it comes back. This gets dumped into the Rochester zone, where it'll become an icing with 23 seconds left to play here, and this penalty. 11:23 left in the period. Or 11:22, excuse me. Face off one by Heffron out to the side. Chipped up to the point now. As he's firing in, gets the flat to the round, picked up by Howard. This comes around up to the point and gets dumped in. Howard on that comes up to Rochester. They'll take this one out, and this gets dumped in. Final 5 seconds of this penalty. Actually, no, it's already expired. Looks like the scoreboard froze. So we'll try to figure that out. It comes back up to the point anyways and gets played around. I'll try to intercept the clock around like 11:20 4. There we go. Okay, now the scoreboard's working again. It comes around. And anyways, Vona will walk in. Vona shooting one! He scored, but a crease violation will send this one out of the zone. It's a good call by the referees there, noticing the crease violation. A crease violation is when a player is standing inside the goal crease. That is technically the goalie's realm. Players are not allowed to stand in there. Heffron on the draw, gets dumped in, and they'll battle for this. Picked up by Heffron, who comes around to the outside. Heffron again. Heffron shooting one, and that's blocker to side. Now Balford is behind the net. They got it on that again, and it comes back to the point. Fired in by Boyle. Glove save made and held by King. Face off to the right of King. It's won by Spino. Pass up to the point. Vona walking in. Vona shooting one. That got deflected on net. And a save made by King. Good job to track that one in. That's not an easy save. Backhander save made. They'll continue to dig for this. It comes out. Lysander has nearly duplicated their shots in one shift. Good shift here by the Lightning. Spino with it now. Spino. Centering pass got blocked. He'll look back up to the point to Vona. It got by him, and it'll make it down the ice where it's picked up by Boyle. Boyle will wrap around her net. And she'll make a move. Boyle hits this up the wall. Picked up by Heffron, or Vona, who will try to dig at it. This is set up, and Spino now on it. An opportunity developing for Lysander. Pass across to the middle. Hawthorne shooting one. Save made. Battle for this one. And it comes on net again. Save made. It's loose. And it doesn't go. And a bunch of collisions happening in the middle. Anderson in control of it. Back up to the point to Luckenbach. It's fired in and it goes wide. That comes around. Picked up by DeBuono. And it'll be sent up. Rochester trying to get that back in, but Lysander once again on it. Hawthorne trying to battle this in the offensive zone. Hawthorne again tries to chip it up. Picked up by Heffron. Heffron from the outside. Heffron to the middle. Shooting one. Save made. Rebound comes out off the post. And I mean, this has been a ridiculous shift here for Lysander. Heffron again. That one was stopped. Picked up, and this gets sent all the way up and down the ice. This makes its way around. And they'll try to recontrol this. This comes up. Battling for it. Pass. Right up the ice. Owen at it. It's locked in the skates. There. Owen tries to pick this up. Heffron. Heffron dumps it in. And this will make its way back. No icing. Shots on goal are currently 17-0. Person who is doing shots on goal in here is 9 whole shots on goal off. It's picked up by Heffron. One defender goes down. Heffron suddenly has a clear path straight to the net. Heffron moves in. He scores. And finally, this tie has been broken. And Lysander makes it 1-0. Karsten Heffron on the breakaway. His first of the game, his fourth of the tournament. And Lysander with a 1-0 lead. That developed off the Rochester defender losing their footing. Face off one. Here's Scollett. They're going to try to go right back to it. Scollett from the outside. Controls it. And it's given to Heffron. Alright, it's not. It comes up to the point now. Fired in and it'll go wide. I'll try to control this on the wall. Owen loses her footing. This comes around where Heffron will try to place in the corner. Up to Bona at the point. Bona walking in. Bona makes a move. Bona makes another move from the outside now. Shot on goal was dropped, but then grabbed and sealed there by King. .7:43 left in the second. Heffron on the draw. He wins it. It goes up to the middle. Although they'll try to battle for it. Heffron picks it up. And they'll try to work this one. And here comes Rochester out of the zone. Rochester walking up. And this comes around. Battle for this one. And it's picked up by the Lightning, who will try to fire this up. Boyle back in her own zone. Boyle will bring this one up the wall. And the pass makes a connection. And it gets dumped right back in. Bona with it now. Bona. Pass up. Comes around. Lysander will try to play this. That pass goes off the side of the wall. And this comes up. Heffron now in the belt. And a foot race for it. Heffron gets it. Heffron another breakaway. He's stopped that time by King. Heffron from the outside. The centering pass. Makes it. The shot there was deflected away. Owen with it on the wall. She'll dump this one back in deep. Or Scaletta will get on this. Scaletta battle for it. It comes up. Rochester's trying to clear. Picked up by Spino. Spino around the top of the circle. Still send the long one in. And makes it on net where it stopped. .6:28 left in the second period. Shots on goal 21-0. Face off one. Comes up to the point now. They'll fight for this and that shot got blocked, and they'll be taken out by the Aces, who try to get a little something going here. It's brought to the outside, did not mean to fade. Battle for this on the wall. It's picked up by the Bono. The Bono will bring this up. Pass made up. Here comes Baker. Baker will bring this up the ice. Comes around the outside. Pass up to the point. They'll battle for this. Baker. Centering pass. Just out of reach. And here's Spino. Spino to pass back. Howard. Spino now centering pass. As it was, and that was a good stick lift there by the Rochester defender. Comes back up to the point now, where it'll be sent back in. Battle for this on the wall. Gets its way around, and they'll continue to try to battle for it. Pass comes up, looking back, tries to hold this one in. It's sent around her, and here comes Rochester trying to break out. But Lysander will stop that. And now Rochester getting an opportunity with this. They'll walk in. The shot. Save made by Budash. And he holds it. With 5:06 left to play. Face off one to the outside. It gets sent back in, picked up by Bona, who will work his way around the net. Bona will walk this up. And he'll bring this into the offensive zone where it's offside. 4:50 to go here in the second period. Face off in front of the Lysander bench. And that's one. Heffron picks it up. Heffron will walk in. He comes around the outside. Heffron centering pass! And it went into the goal. They score! It's Cole Hawthorne with the goal. Lysander takes a 2-0 lead off of one of these stranger sequences. Referee's currently discussing this. There's the pass. Hawthorne went headfirst into the wall, into the goalpost. Officials currently going over to the Rochester bench to explain things. It is the correct call by the officials. The puck did go into the net before it was dislodged. So it is confirmed. Lysander a 2-0 lead off of Cole Hawthorne's goal. 4:43 left in the second period. Face off won by the Lightning. They'll try to skate this up. Heffron picks it up. He'll dump it in. Carson Heffron and Cole Hawthorne with the goals for Lysander today. This comes out to the middle. And there, Hawthorne got tripped. No call. Comes up to the point. Bona walks in. He'll shoot it. It goes wide. Picked up behind the net. Centering pass to the middle was mishandled. It'll come back up to the point where it'll head out of the zone. A couple of aces rushing the puck here. It's Heffron picks up and a penalty upcoming on Rochester. And this will become Lysander's first power play of the day. It'll be number 63, Nora Megan. Or Majan going to the box. So Lysander, their first power play of the day. Heffron on the draw. He wins it to the outside. Comes out to the point. They'll try to fire this in. Looking back. Fires this into the offensive zone. Hawthorne on it. Hawthorne still with control of it. He'll send a long one in. Took a rebound. Heffron backhand. They score! And Lysander finally starting to get the goals they wanted. It's a power play goal. Lightning take a 3-1 lead, or 3-0 lead. Initial shot by Cole Hawthorne, rebound by Jace Anderson, and Carson Heffron finishes it off, his second goal of the day. And it's Cole Hawthorne's second point of this game, and a little too long of the celebration, they got to sprint off the ice. Forgot to add the shots on goal, now that's been added. So Lysander, or a power play goal, and this will get sent into the zone. This is sent around, comes up to the point now. The Bono dumps this in. Spino now with it behind the net, or he's actually in the battle for this. It comes up to the point. Skelett dumps this right back in. Spino, this time he'll cut the other way. Spino, cut to the middle. That was a good idea. Just puck hit the side, and then Spino got a shot off that went off the side of the cage. And it'll go around. Fired back in by De Bono. Picked up by Spino. Spino, good move. Spino cuts in the middle. It was poked off his stick. And collision between a couple of aces in the middle. Spino of it again. His centering pass that time was deflected away. And this will get passed up. Spino tries to dump it in. Picked up by Skelett. Skelett makes a move. Skelett makes another move. And Skelett gets in. The shot goes wide. Battle for this on the wall. It comes out with a Rochester possession, but it's immediately taken back by the Lightning. Spino now picks this up. He'll send this around behind the net. Owen centering pass intercepted. Good look there by Owen. And this will make its way out. And De Bono picks this right back up, and she'll throw it in where it's offside with 2:13 to go here in this period. Shots on goal 24-2 in favor of the Lightning. Lysander 3 goals here in the second period. 1 power play goal and 2 even strength. Face off 1, and here comes Rochester into the offensive zone. They cut in, they get to the outside, and that was stopped by by a Budash. That was a complete brain cramp there for me. This gets sent up, and here comes Howard. Howard gonna walk in. Howard, the pass up to Heffron. Heffron from the outside. His shot made it on net. It was gloved away. Comes up to the point. That shot gets blocked, but Vona picks this up, and he'll maintain control of it. Lysander getting back on side. And Vona will cut right to the net here. Vona shooting one. Save made by King. Off a hard shot there by Vona. They'll try to dump this back in. It's the battle for up on the wall again and picked up by Rochester. Aces will skate this out of the zone. Pass made up. They'll try to walk in with this. And here comes Rochester trying to get a play on it. Trying to dump this in deep. Heffron gets on it, but Rochester will walk into the offensive zone. On the outside, tried to make a stop move, and they were able to take the puck away. Here comes Heffron. Heffron makes a pass up to Howard. Howard will backhand it by, and this will make it all the way for an icing with 50 seconds left. Karsten Heffron with 2 goals on the day, bringing his tournament total to 5. Cole Hawthorne with a goal on the day, bringing his tournament total to 1 and an assist, which is his point total at 2. And Jace Anderson with assists, bringing his point total this tournament to, I believe it's 2. I'd have to double check. Anyways, here I'll go over the leading point scorers for Lysander at the beginning of the next game. That's if you can see it with the blurriness. Anyways, it gets dumped in. Final 30 seconds of the second period will begin to tick away. Rochester controls this behind their own net, and they'll make that pass up. The Bono pinches and sends this one right back in. Battle for this on the wall. Now around the net they walk to the middle. And the shot there by Spino was saved by King. Comes up to the point, only 5 seconds left. That's the wrong camera angle. Shot in by Luckenbach goes wide. That is how the period will end. And so, ended the second period. Lysander and Rochester are shots on goal around 27-2. And we will, or 27-3, excuse me. We will go to our intermission screen and be back in a moment. All right, we are back for the third period of play. Lysander with a 3-0 lead as we head into the third. Once again, we will apologize for the stream quality. Nothing really we can do about it. Comes down to some technical stuff about why the quality is so poor relating to the internet of this arena, but we are still happy to bring you this presentation of Lysander Youth Hockey on KSM Productions. This puck makes it around, picked up by Vona, who will walk around behind the net. Vona comes up, and it's picked off by Rochester, who gets an opportunity. The backhand pass, nothing there. My dad a little distracted on camera. Not sure by what. Anyway, Spino will walk up with it. Spino carries this in the offensive zone. He gets dumped in. Now from the outside, Spino with a play, and that's he'll try to cut to the middle. Anderson's shot there made it on net, and it goes off the shoulder of King. Now battle for this on the wall. Anderson tries to pick this up. The pass comes up to the point, and it'll be fired back in to the Lysander. Try to be fired back in. And now an opportunity trying to develop here for Rochester. And they're going to get this opportunity. It'll become a breakaway for the Aces. They move in. The shot goes high and wide. Well, I was looking for the corner there. That's just a little off target. And for some reason, there were 13 minutes at the start of this period. So I'm going to quickly add 60. We'll see if they walk back on that. Anyways, this is played around by Vona. And here comes Cristiano Vona. Vona up the ice, and he'll get an opportunity with it. Vona from the outside, the centering pass. Nobody home. Pass up to the point. And they'll try to battle for this. Anderson will send it in. Spino now. Spino, centering pass. Vona, waiting, shooting. Shot went wide. Here's Spino from the outside. He comes in, his shot was stopped. Comes back around now and battled for along the boards. Picked up by Rochester, and they'll skate inside the zone. It's a breakaway for Rochester. It's a breakaway for the Aces. They walk in. Rochester moving a shot. Budash easily able to handle that one. I had the shot on goal to the wrong team. And yes, thank you to my mother there for a little stat update. I miscounted the assist, so Carson Heffron with 6 points on the tournament, and that shot in on Budash is saved. Heffron with 6 points on the tournament. He had the assist on the Hawthorne goal. Face off one. This comes around, and they'll play this around the side, and this gets passed up, and that's broken up. And here comes Rochester. Centering pass out to the middle. Tried to get that one under control. They couldn't do so. And it comes pass back up. Heffron tried to get this. He's unable to take control of it. My dad not happy with that one either. And this is picked up by the Bono behind her on that. She'll fire this up. Right up to Heffron. And Heffron will pick up some speed here. Heffron in a 1-on-2 situation. Heffron is going to get through both of them. And he'll score! It's Karsten Heffron. I didn't see who got the assist. But it is 4-0. I did not see who got the assist, so I'm going to wait on doing a final stat tally for Lysander until after the results from this game are uploaded to Game Sheet. We got Karsten Heffron there with his third of this game. Second straight game of a hat trick. At this rate, I'm going to probably owe him a Christmas gift. Since I am his brother, he will want a reward. Anyways, this gets played up by Vona. It'll get chipped up to Howard. Howard will make the good pass across, and Bigger slowed down to remain onside. And the pass was just ahead of him. Spino now the centering pass, and now it's up at the point. Vona walking in. Vona shooting one. Save made. Bunch of pokes at it. It'll get stopped and held. So a little 3-shot sequence there for Lysander. The shots on goal here say 16-4. I am very confused on how they're tallying 16. We have over double that on my tally. Anyways, picked up by Lysander. And this gets walked up, and here come the Lightning out the other way. And it was Kendall De Buono with the assist. So De Buono with the assist on the Heffron goal. Okay. So, we now have that assist tally. I'm going to wait to do a final stats tally for the Lightning until after this game. Until the beginning of the next game. This gets played around. Looking back at the point, this gets fired in. And they'll battle for this one around. Coming in, the shot came across the crease. And it's played around. This will get played by Luckenbach, who will walk back into her own zone. Luckenbach with the puck now. She'll make the pass up. Baker controls it, and it'll get walked up. Baker will move into the offensive zone. He cuts to the outside, and it's taken away. 8:41 left. That pass made. And they'll try to make a move around with it. They're trying to fire this in. Wilkenbach fires this in, and it's picked up by the Lightning, who will fire this one back in. Battle for this on the boards. It's taken away by Rochester, and here come the Aces skating out with it the other way. Wilkenbach back in her own zone. Now from the outside they walk in, and this comes around the outside. Centering pass, moving in, save made by Budash. Then that was dislodged, but a good sliding stop. And here come the Lightning out. Here's Baker. Baker walking into the offensive zone. Baker cuts to the middle. Baker with it. His shot was deflected wide. Baker with it again. And this is picked up, intercepted by Heffron. Heffron on with it now. He'll send this one in. Comes around. And a centering pass out to the point. Boyle fires it in. Blotte continue the battle for it, and it's taken away, and they'll clear this one out of the zone. Long pass up to Baker. He'll walk into the offensive zone with it. Baker cutting to the middle. Baker cuts the outside. Baker cuts back to the middle, and he was tangled up and gets taken down. Heffron with it now. He'll go back to the point. Boyle shooting one that's blocked on its way in, and the Aces will walk out the other way. Comes around, pass intercepted, and they'll make it up. Here comes Anderson walking in, shooting wide. They'll continue the battle, centering pass up to the point, and it comes away. And now here comes the Aces, and they'll get to the middle of this. It's another opportunity for Rochester trying to form, but the Lysander back check prevails. Next picked up by Hawthorne, who gives it up to Heffron. Heffron now will bring it in on a rush. Heffron cuts to the middle. And it goes around. Played on the wall. It'll get dumped back in, but it's blocked. And this will get dumped all the way down the ice. Of about 5:56 or 5:57 left in the third period of play. Face off to the center, or the right of King, excuse me. Comes up around, it gets fired and wide. Final 6 minutes waiting off the clock here. Lysander will control it. And now Spino walked in, and his shot was stopped, and then a little collision there in the middle. Now, I am unsure as of now. However, with this loss, if this stays how it is currently looking, the Aces will be 0-3 with a minus, I'm trying to do math here. Math is very difficult. A minus 11 goal differential. If things stay how they are. However, this technically won't mathematically eliminate them, but it'll make it extremely difficult, and they'll need help from a lot of teams to get into the championship game. Lysander will keep their head above water if things stay how they are. Picked up by Spino. This comes up along. And about for this one along, they'll try to play at it. Still battling for it. And it gets through now. An opportunity for Rochester out of all of this. A great diving play there by Spino. Dylan Budash gets him a little pat on the head. And Spino, off of that diving play, is rewarded with a rush up the ice. Spino will walk in the offensive zone, comes off his stick, and it comes up to the point and out, where it's fired in by Boyle, and it's offside. And there is a penalty. It's like too many players on the ice. It'll be I believe it's a Lysander penalty. Whoever it's on, it's for too many players on the ice. And yes, it will be. So Rocco Spino will serve the penalty. Power play today for the Aces is 0 for 3 with 2 shots on goal. Face off won by Hepron, and he will just immediately try to blast out of the zone, but it's held in. Fired in, it's blocked by Boyle. Comes up to the point now, and Hepron picks it up, and Hepron will take a walk into the offensive zone. And he stayed a lot farther to the outside than I assumed he would, so he was off camera for most of that. Anyways, Rochester trying to get an opportunity of their own. This gets chipped through the middle. And this pass comes up to the point. Out for this, and nobody made a play on it, so Rochester will just try to set up, but Boyle picks it up behind their own net. Boyle with about just over 3 minutes to go and 45 seconds left on the penalty. Hepron chips it around, and Hepron's going to try to go for another little skate here. Hepron cuts to the middle. He's contested. He shoots, and it goes wide. Comes up to the point now where Ivona will make another move. It's picked off, and here comes Rochester trying to walk in. Poke check there by Hepron off the mark, and Rochester will get this into the zone, but it's picked up by Ivona, who will slowly trot around the net trying to kill off time. Now he'll bring this one up the ice. Ivona makes a move. Ivona continuing to walk through and makes another move. Ivona from the outside. Went for a centering pass, was picked away. And here comes the Lightning. Penalty is over. Here come the Aces, I meant to say. Scolette will try to get things going. Scolette makes the pass up to Owen, and that one will go on net where it is grabbed and held by the Aces goaltender. Lysander a 4-0 lead here, just under 3 minutes left to play. This gets dumped back in, and it's picked off, and here comes the Aces, who are going to try to get an opportunity off of this, and they'll get the opportunity. They walk in, save made by Budash. It comes back up to the point where a whistle will blow for offside. Spino in the draw. It's won and flipped up to Baker. Baker will walk into the offensive zone with it, where he almost was able to get into the offensive zone. Picked off the other way, and here comes the Lightning. Vona walking in now. Vona on the outside. That's the wrong camera angle. He shoots it wide. Comes around behind. And it's picked up, played here by Lysander. Vona will control. Vona will walk around back in his own end. Vona will make the pass up, and it's picked off by Rochester, and Rochester will try to go for another opportunity to try to break this in. It's unable to do so. This comes around, played off, centering pass there, did not go, and it's picked up by Lysander out the other way. Here come the Lightning. Trotting in, Spino cuts around, and Spino now will make the play on it. Looks for the centering pass, got blocked. Just over a minute 25 left, or just under a minute 20 left here in the third period. As this one time will start to tick away on this game. Spino in a battle for it. Actually, most of Lysander was actually engaged for the battle for that. It comes up. DeBono tried to get a play on that, and picked up by Rochester. They'll walk into the offensive zone. This is passed up and picked up by the Bono again, who will make the pass back up the ice. Baker tries to get on that. It comes around. 44 seconds left to play here in this third period. Final 35 seconds will tick away. Rochester going to try to make 7-0. They come in. The shot there went high. 30 seconds now left to play. Battle for this one with 20 seconds left, and it's picked up by Baker. Baker cuts to the middle, and he had it knocked off his stick. Howard gets possession of the puck. Howard will walk in. 13 seconds left. Howard shot from the outside on goal. And a penalty upcoming to Lysander here. It'll be on Baker. With 5.1 left to play, it'll be Baker for a cross check, I believe. So Cedric Baker with a cross check. 5 seconds left to play in this game. Lysander will try to not give up a goal in these last 5 seconds to remain perfect on the power play. And Rochester's going to get an opportunity. The shot went wide, however. Final second will tick away. And that is the end of this one. Lysander will take this game with a final score of 4-0. The Lightning will win this one with final shots on goal 36 next to 8. Final score 4-0. And we thank you all for tuning in. Regardless of how poor the stream quality was, it's still going to be pretty bad for the next game. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, my dad's fingers are freezing. He's running off to go get warmed up. We'll break down here, and we will be with you later at 5 p.m. for Lysander and Bethlehem Eagles in a very anticipated matchup up later. That one could decide who makes it to the championship game. Make sure not to miss that. We'll be sure not to. From Three Rivers, no, why did I just say Three Rivers? What am I doing? From Tim Horton's Iceplex here in Henrietta, New York, we will say goodbye to you all. And thank you all for tuning in. Goodbye.